everyone, this is Pam, Rose City Stitcher, with an update video. I'm going to show you what I've stitched in the past month. My last video was actually February 17th, so it's been exactly a month because today is March 17th. Happy St. Patrick's Day, everyone. I've got my little shamrock on for today. So I thought I'd show you everything I've been working on. I've been pretty busy the past month. I've got 3 finishes, 4 new starts, and I bought some FFO supplies. I'm going to try to do some finishes, some other organizational stuff. I've actually got a book I wanted to talk to you about, and what I'm into. So a lot of things to talk about today, so I'm going to go ahead and get started. First thing I'm going to show you are my 3 finishes. My first finish was from Prairie Schooler, Who's There. This is just done on a 14 count cream Aida. I actually had stitched this for the School of Magical Stitching. I needed to stitch skeletons. So of course these had the skeletons, so then I just went ahead and finished it off. So I'm real happy to be finished with this little one. And the other one I finished was the February year-end celebrations. I actually did this one like Priscilla did from Real Housewives, because this was a different color red, and I liked the white that she did, so I did the white also. So there's that, and I'm going to actually start the March one today. Then the last finish I have was Spell of the Moon by Blackbird Designs, and there that one is. I think this is on either Mushroom Lugana or the Light Taupe. Again, this one also was done because of the School of Magical Stitching. I needed to stitch an animal. Well, we had to stitch something from Diagon Alley, and so I stitched the owl that I've gotten from the animal menagerie. And then I didn't have very much left to finish it. I just had to do the house and the little bit down there, so I went ahead and finished that one off. So those are, my 3 finishes. Now I guess I'll show you my new starts. The little kitties come to see me. Did you see him? We got some really bad news on our kitty. He's gone blind. He got real high blood pressure one week, and it caused blindness in his eyes. So we're having to deal with that, with him learning to get around. He's adapting pretty well, but it's kind of sad news for my little stitching buddy. So you may hear him kind of walking around. I'm not going to hold him very long because he gets kind of antsy. But that's kind of some sad news that we got on our little kitty. But like I said, he's doing pretty well, getting around, because we've been in this house for a long time. So, let me go ahead and show you my new starts. Okay. I said I hope he's not gonna, he wants back up, so we'll see if he stays in my lap. Okay, one of my new starts. This was actually a new purchase. My son had bought me this for my birthday. My birthday was March 12th, was this week. We gone to Houston, and he got me this at the Stitchy store. At 3 Stitches is where we went, and I liked it so much I decided to go ahead and start it, and I already finished the little bunny part. It's so cute. And this is just done on a piece that I had in my stash. It's called Delicate Teal 28 count Jobelin. So and I'm not gonna stitch this. You actually stitch all that brown around it, like the frame. I'm not doing that. So I'm going to just put it in a frame. So I stitched on that, started that one. And I'm going to try to put this stuff away because I don't want the kitty to get into the stuff. And then I started on my Sing a Sampler. I started the next one in that. I had done Doe and Ray, so I went ahead and started Me. Of course, this is all on one big piece of fabric. And there was my start. I went ahead and did the border and did me. And this, I believe, is on that light top 28 count Lugana. I really enjoy this one. I'm hoping to actually finish this one this year. And then I started, what's this? Oh, Goat Load. Started this one with Emily C. from Eclectic Possession. She was doing this for her birthday, Sal. The Goat Load by Plum Street Sampler. Just doing this on the tea-dyed even weave. I had a piece that was just the right size. So there's my start on that. Using all the called for threads, pretty much. I like to get all of these little stacked animals. They're really a fun stitch. And then the last one that I started was Woodland Enchantress. I had told you that I was wanting to start this one, and I decided to start this for my birthday. And I really do like this one a lot. I'm doing it on the fabric that it came with because of the you know, the way Dimensions kits are with the stitching, using more threads and stuff. So I think that's the way it goes. So I started that just a little start, but it's really going to be pretty. I love the greens. The greens are actually going to really pop. So those were my starts. So now let me show you my whips that I worked on. I worked on this one. You probably see this one all the time. This is one I use a lot for my School of Magical stitching. It fits a lot of things. I stitched on it twice since you last saw it. Once because I need to stitch on something with a weapon, and of course she's got the knife. And then I needed to stitch on something that has an animal with claws or talons, and of course it's got the hawk. So I stitched on this one twice and made some pretty good progress on it. I just worked down here doing more of her dress. So I'm hoping for a page finish on this one for sure this year. Hoping maybe 2 page finishes, because I have 1 page that's almost finished and one that had been started. And then I stitched on Disney Dreams Snow White. Remember, I had restarted this one on my own fabric. This one, Snow White. And it's still on an Ada, but I think might be a 16 count. But there, I stitched a little bit more. I needed to stitch on the School of Magical Stitching. Something with wood, because I needed to do something, I can't remember what it was, but anyway, I needed wood, and so did the tree for that one. And then on Saturdays I've been stitching on my Little House Needleworks 4 Freedoms, 4 Stars and Stripes Saturday, Priscilla and Chelsea. And it just fell, so hang on. I've got the kitty in my lap here. Okay. Yeah, what is it, kitty? And so I'm making progress on this one. This is being done on 32 count Oaken. And I did the door and the rest of that brass. I'm hoping this will be a finish before too much longer. And I worked a good bit on my Medieval Maiden. I Joan Elliott. You know, I'd like to spend at least a week on a Joan Elliott. This was the one I worked on. And in my progress on her. So she's coming along. And she's on 28 count. Either Heritage or Legacy. I'm not really sure which one. But I'm enjoying that one a lot. And she also fits a lot of the magical stitching challenges also. And then I pulled out my purple Pansy Flower Angel by Vermilion Stitchery. Because for School of Magical Stitching needed something to make potions. I got from the apothecary store, and so this had flowers to make potions. So that's why I used it. So there it is. I stitched that flower down there. And this is done on a pink. It's a light pink Ada. It's really pretty. You can't really see it on the camera because it's really pale, but it looks nice. I stitched on Cinnamon Stars by Plum Street Samplers. Everybody's seen this one. This is on Wren 28 count. And I stitched the gate. So that I stitched on. And I started up there doing the house. Okay. And then the last one that I stitched on was Brick House Sampler by Brenda Gervais. This was part of a stitch along with Jen's Stitching Edge that she started in January. She's already finished hers and it looks gorgeous. But there's mine. This right here is the bird, and then I did some of the tree. Oh, and I did the letters. I only had A and B done, so I did all the rest of the letters. So I got a pretty good bit done on that. This one I just really do love. This is a really pretty pattern. I love the fabric it's on. I think this is a Mushroom Lugana. I'm almost positive that's what this is. So I really do like this. I love Brenda Gervais' patterns. Are really easy to read. I really do enjoy that one. So those are all my whips, starts, finishes. So you can tell I've been pretty busy doing things. I said I was out on spring break this past week. That's why I did a lot of the starts. I just kind of was in a mood to do new starts. It was my birthday. I was off. So I did all those. That's why I kind of did 4 new starts. Normally I don't do that many. I'm not too sure what I'm going to do. Everybody's talking about Stitch Mania. I'm not too sure what I'm going to do about Stitch Mania. Still kind of thinking about what I want to do. I'm kind of playing with the idea of doing new starts for Stitch Mania. And then no more than 1 new start a month the rest of the year, so I can try to just work on getting these done because I'm up to 60 whips now. And my goal was to get whips down, not go up. So that's kind of what I'm playing with right now is, do Stitch Mania, start all the rest of them. I really was wanting to start this year, and then just 1 start a month, and that's it for new starts, and then work on finishing up. So I believe that's what I'm going to work on. I'm kind of excited about doing that. My Stitch from Stash is going really, really well. You'll see in a moment. I bought very little since you last saw me, so that's going strong. I'm in the black with that, so I'm pleased with my spending. So with that being said, I guess that's what I'll show you next is my few little purchases. Like I said, I didn't buy just a whole lot. I'll go ahead and show you what I purchased. I did get I do belong to the Coloring Cotton, so I did get those, and I can take those out because I know people have already showed you those. Then I got, this was a good price, so I bought this. I believe this was on eBay. I got it pretty reasonable, and this one had been on my wish list, so no plans to start that anytime soon, but I'm glad to have it. And then my son, in addition to that Prim Spring Rabbit, he bought me these for my birthday. I wanted some spring things. I didn't really have anything spring. All my stuff was either Christmas, Halloween, fall. It's like I don't really have anything summer. I don't really have anything spring. So I asked if he, you know, he wanted to know what to get me, and I said, give me some spring patterns. So I got this one, and got that one. Thought that was really cute. So I will be starting this one sometime soon, and I'm going to start this one. I've already got fabric for this one, so I'm going to start this one pretty soon too. I just need to pick out my floss. I didn't have all the floss colors, so I'm going to have to decide what floss colors to use. So I was pleased to get those. Glad he bought me that. And then while I was there, I found this. I could not believe that she had a copy of this. She had a whole lot of Prairie Moons. I was surprised. But this was just with the Easter stuff. So I was really happy to get this for just the normal price. It's the normal price. So thrilled to have that. I'm not sure when I'm going to start that. I don't want to get a really good fabric for it, so I haven't decided what fabric I'm going to put it on, but thrilled to have found this. This was one of my unicorn patterns that I found, so really happy to have found that one. And looks like that's all of my actual cross stitch stuff. So next I'm going to show you just some organizational things that I bought and some things I thought I might use for finishing materials. So Hobby Lobby, I bought these. I thought I could use this for finishing one of my spring pieces. So I got these at Hobby Lobby, and they were like 30 or 40% off. I bought one of these that Priscilla's been putting the year-end celebrations in. So I bought me one of those to do that. But I'm not really sure how to do that. If anybody knows, it's like I was trying to find styrofoam to put inside. I think that's what she did. So if anybody has an idea of like what size styrofoam you bought, if there was a size that fit in there, or if you needed to cut it, because I went to Hobby Lobby and I had trouble finding what I needed. So any tips would be appreciated on that. Then I bought this at Dollar Tree for $1. And I was going to use this. I thought it would be good for my beads. When I do my beading, I can put the beads in there and they won't fall out. So that would be handy. I bought this also at Hobby Lobby. Not sure what I'm going to do with it, but I thought I could do something with it, with the finishing. And then I got so excited, went to Big Lots, and I found one of the trucks. So happy. So I'm going to have to get, I don't know if I'm going to do, she did the Bless Our Home, I think is what it's called, with that. So I don't know if I'm going to buy that pattern and do that one, or see what I have in my stash that might fit with this. But really, really thrilled to have found one of those. And then the other thing I got, I actually had this for a while, but I brought it back from school. And it's this. And it's, the drawers pull out. And I'm going to put my Victoria Motto threads in here, because, there's a lot of those. And that way they can lay flat in this drawer. I'm not buying any more of those, but I go to that stash of those a lot, and so I thought I could do that, and I can color code, because the yellows can go in here, oranges in here, so I can kind of put the colors and easily find them, and then the other colors, the darker colors, the browns and blacks and stuff, I can keep in the one that I have. So decided to do that. It wasn't really serving any purpose at school, so I thought I'd bring it home. So next thing I want to show you is, we'll go to books. School of Magical Stitching, of course, has reading extra credit, and one of the books that they said to read was a time travel book, and I didn't have a time travel book, but I had bought this book, Diane Chamberlain's The Dream Daughter, and once I started reading it, I found out this was actually a time travel book. and it's really awesome. If you need a time travel book, School of Magical Stitching, this is a good one to read. It's about a mother whose husband starts out in 1970, and her husband has died in Vietnam, and she's pregnant with a baby that has a heart problem that she's not going to survive after birth. And so her brother-in-law actually is from the future, and so he says that he can take her to the future and get the help she needs. This isn't a spoiler. This is actually in the, except for the time travel part, but it's in the inside, blurb that, he helps her. So that's all I'm going to say, because I don't want to give any more of it away. But anyway, so that's what happens. She's, trying to save her daughter. So like I said, it's a really good read. I really enjoyed it a lot. So if anybody's interested in a time travel, this is a pretty good one to read. So it's Dream Daughter by Diane Chamberlain. Okay, so that's that. That's my books. And then the next thing I'm going to talk to you about a little bit is kind of what I'm into. As I told you in my last video, we're trying to sell my house. I'm trying to move. So that's, could put a lot of stress on me. And then with our little kitty going blind in the process of it, it's added stress, because I can't just leave him anywhere, when the house is shown. So that's kind of caused some stress for me. And I found out that I'm going to be going back to kindergarten. I've been teaching first grade for the last 6 years. Prior to that, I had taught kindergarten for 8 years, and my principals decided to move me back to kindergarten to be team leader in kindergarten. So I'm going to be packing up my room and having to change all that up. So I've got a lot of changes going on, which is kind of stressing me out a little bit. So I got a $25 Amazon gift card for my birthday from my sister. And so I purchased this book. It's called A Book That Takes Its Time, An Unhurried Adventure in Creative Mindfulness. This is put out by Flow magazine. Jen Stitching Niche has talked about it last year, about the Flow magazine, and I've been getting it periodically too. But I decided to buy this to kind of help me out with everything that's kind of going on, so I can, sit down and take my time. It's got lots of little creative things in it that I really like. It's got like 6 chapters in it, and it has different things to do. Time is now, time to breathe, time to learn, create, reflect, let go, and be kind. And so each chapter has different things that you can do. Like the one thing at a time, it's got like this little notebook that you can fill out. It's got a look to the future, and it's got this little timeline thing that you can fill out. So it's got lots of little hands-on creative things, things where you can, just write your thoughts. It's got this really cool cutting and pasting. It's got where you just pull this out, and then it's got things that you can cut out and make a collage, which I thought was really cool. It has pictures, or you can find your own pictures. And then it's got another little notebook, 30-day notebook, where you can, write different things down. So I just thought it was really cool. This has little pictures inside it. So I thought I'd just, spend a little bit of time each night, or when I'm kind of stressed out, and just kind of go through this and sit down and relax and go through this. So that's kind of what I'm into right now. Just anything to try to take my mind away from all the different things that are going on in my life right now. And then another book I bought was called The Prosperous Heart. I thought I had brought it in here with me, but I guess I didn't. By Julie Cameron. She's the one that wrote The Artist Way, to, find your creativity. And one of the things that she said to do is write morning pages, kind of get your thoughts down and write for like about 3 pages. So I'm going to do that and kind of go through her book. It's like a little 12-week process called The Prosperous Heart. And then, so I bought this because I love it. I love these journals. And I'm going to use this to kind of write those morning pages in the morning. And it's lined, so I can just, you know, write my thoughts down in there. So that's kind of what I'm into. And of course, still stitching away. I'm not too sure what I'm going to do as far as stitching. The School of Magical Stitching, as everyone says, that kind of dictates what you stitch. But that kind of stresses me out sometimes, so I'm kind of going to revisit how and when I do those stitching. I may just pick, you know, kind of like Jessie Marie. She said that, you know, first off, she would do it, you know, Monday. As soon as she got what it was supposed to be, get that out of the way, and then she could stitch on whatever her plans were. So I don't know if I want to do that because Mondays are kind of hectic for me with school. I may wait and like the weekend, you know, that Saturday, do all those, and during the week do my normal things. But I'm going to have to kind of figure out how I'm going to get the School of Magical Stitching to go. So I feel like I'm making progress, but I'm not making significant progress on any one project. And my goal, of course, is to try to get some things finished. And I feel like I'm not really making a lot of progress as far as getting finished. I'm touching a lot of different things, but I'm not actually getting close to a finish on that many things. So anyway, so that's kind of what my plans are for now. Like I said, I'm hoping to get a lot of stitching done in the evenings, and still packing, now packing my room and packing the house. So hope everybody has a great week. And our weather here has finally turned nice. It has been rainy and cold. We're finally have the sun shining and it's pretty outside. So I'm hoping for some nicer weather. Thank you everybody for commenting about my new stitchy spot. Everybody seemed to think this was a good spot, so I'll continue doing my videos from here, from this spot. I enjoyed all the comments. Enjoy all my subscribers. Thank you so much. If you have any other questions, just leave them below. I was a little late commenting. I did read all the comments, but I just now actually, you know, liked them, hearted them, answered any of the comments that I had. Thank you. I do appreciate the comments. The things have been pretty hectic this month, so I didn't look at those. Want to make sure everybody knew I did. So I think that's about all that I have to tell you today. So again, happy St. Patrick's Day, and everyone, happy stitching. Bye.